Have you ever wondered why some people who seem to lack traditional intelligence, the high IQs we so often admire, can still lead successful and fulfilling lives? It's a question that's intrigued me for years, and today I'm going to share a revelation that might just change the way you see intelligence itself. We've all been told that anger, anxiety, and sadness are the enemy, a silent assassin that erodes our health and happiness. But what if I told you that they might just have hidden benefits, and that it could be the key to unlocking deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us? So get ready to challenge some deep-seated beliefs about success and intelligence. And our goal is by the end of this, you might just change the way you see your own potential.
You see, many cultures have long held this idea that intelligence, it's the ultimate yardstick for success. We've even created those IQ tests that give us a number, our intelligence quotient, or IQ, as if it's the end-all or be-all.
Picture this, you're sitting there taking an IQ test, and your score defines your supposed intelligence. But guess what? The data suggests that this IQ score accounts for just about 20% of your overall success in life. Yes, you heard me right, just 20%. That leaves a whopping 80% unaccounted for. And that's where the real magic happens.
And here's where things get fascinating. We've invested a ton into our IQ, but our emotions and emotional intelligence, not so much. Even though our emotions are like the backbone of our humanity, they are hardwired into our brains and make up who we are.
It's like our brain's own intricate wiring, but it's often overlooked. And here's the game changer. Unlike IQ, which is pretty much considered fixed, emotional intelligence can be learned and cultivated throughout our lives.
So think of this as your superpower development montage. We all have the ability to be able to develop our emotional intelligence as we journey through life.
Emotional intelligence holds a power far more intricate and transformative. While IQ measures our cognitive abilities, emotional intelligence extends its hands into the realm of empathy, understanding, and the art of forging meaningful connections. Imagine a room full of brilliant minds, each a beacon of intelligence, yet one soul armed with emotional intelligence stands out effortlessly. They not only comprehend the intricacies of their emotions, but also grasp the feelings of those around them.
Emotional intelligence is like the uncharted frontier of our minds. It's the realm where our intellect meets our heart. And in this domain, we understand that managing and understanding our emotions isn't just a nice-to-have skill, it's the cornerstone for personal and professional success.
Picture this, an individual lost in thought, not pondering mathematical equations, but introspecting on their own emotions. This is the cradle of emotional intelligence, the domain where self-awareness is king. Our ability to recognize our emotions and how they impact our thoughts and actions is the foundation upon which all other aspects of emotional intelligence are built. Emotional intelligence doesn't just end with understanding, it teaches us the art of managing our emotions. It's the skill that empowers us to steer through storms, to convert turmoil into calm waters. But wait, there's more. Emotional intelligence extends its arm to embrace those around us. It's the language of empathy, a dialect that requires no words. And this ability to understand someone's feelings, to truly step into their shoes, it's not just a tool for better relationships, it's a catalyst for deeper connections.
And as we venture further into the heart of emotional intelligence, a world unfolds, not through numbers, but connections are made through feelings.
Envision a leader who understands the dreams and fears of their team. This, my friends, is emotional intelligence in action, the power to lead with compassion and insight. And what of friendships? Emotional intelligence transforms a friend into a confidant, someone who not only hears our words, but feels our emotions.
This isn't just about understanding feelings, this is about crafting connections that resonate on a profound level. It's about engaging in a conversation where words are secondary and our emotions create the unspoken bond. Now let's take a moment to absorb the truth. Those with high emotional intelligence revel in greater mental health. Stress, anxiety, and emotional turmoil, they're undone by the strength of being able to understand and manage our emotions.
And according to author Daniel Goldman, expert on the topic of emotional intelligence, we essentially have two minds, a thinking one and a feeling one. And here's where it gets interesting. Our feeling mind is fully formed at birth, whereas the neocortex that controls our rational mind can learn, change, and evolve throughout our lives. Now, even though we can't change our emotional reactions to things, we can learn how to respond to our emotions differently. And keep in mind, emotional intelligence isn't about recognizing emotions, it's about channeling them into positive actions, which is why our first tip is to focus on self-awareness. Take a moment each day to check in with yourself. It's like a mental mirror reflecting your emotions and reactions. And our second tip is to engage in active listening. This step's not just about understanding others, it's about really listening. The next time you're sitting across from someone truly engaged in their story, take the extra effort to hear them out. And our third tip is to practice deep breathing. Now, life can be overwhelming, right? But here's the secret. Deep breaths and mindfulness can turn the tide. Immerse yourself in a serene, natural setting, taking slow and calming breaths. And our fourth tip is to engage in positive conversation. When it comes to positive communication, think about how you can express your emotions constructively. Whether it's a personal or professional setting, try to have an open, honest, and respectful conversation with somebody, as this will build trust and connection. And our final tip is to continue learning. Remember, like life, learning never stops. Whether it's signing up for an emotional intelligence workshop or just reading an enlightening book on a topic that interests you, always seek to expand your knowledge.
So let's reflect on what we just learned. Emotional intelligence, it isn't a mere concept. It's a practical tool for personal and professional growth. And as we wrap up this exploration of the hidden benefits of emotional intelligence, I can't help but reflect on a time when I faced a challenge where I wish I'd just been better prepared for. And regretfully, it was a lesson that I learned the hard way. So I want to leave you with a piece of advice. Don't underestimate the power of emotional intelligence. It's the often overlooked skill that can make all the difference when life throws you an unexpected challenge or just opportunity your way.
But here's the twist. To truly thrive in today's fast-paced world, you need more than just emotional intelligence. The skills you've learned today are essential, but there's a bigger picture. And that's why this video here will offer some essential skills necessary to triple your productivity. So don't miss out on what's next, and be sure to check out the comments and description to be able to look for additional resources to level up your skills. And I'll see you there. Cheers.